Hello, boys and girls. Today we're going to make a project based on Pablo Picasso's style. Remember that Pablo Picasso was born in Spain, so he is Hispanic. And I'm going to show you how you can make your Picasso style project. So I already started this one and we will continue it. So what you'll need is a piece of paper. And you're going to put it on. You will work on it portrait style, which is the long way. You're going to need a pencil, an eraser, a black marker or Sharpie, and some oil pastels. So first you will need your pencil and your eraser. So I'm going to start, not quite an oval. Some white over here for the nostril. That came out. It's not a perfect oval, but I will leave it like that. Then I really like how sometimes he divides his faces in half, so that is exactly what I'm going to do. This is if I would start a face, that would be the frontal face, but I'm going to make like a profile, like if when you see the face from the side. So I'm going to do, put it in the nose, and then the lips, and then the chin. So if you eliminate this, it kind of looks like a profile. Okay, so I'm really into swirls. So I'm going to start just making different things like Pablo Picasso. I'm making a swirl over here. I just love swirls. So, and now I'm going to make an eye over here. And I'm going to make a sideways eyes this way. Now I'm going to make some lips this way. Orange. And then lip this way. There. I'm going to make an eyebrow. See, I went from red to going orange this way. To yellow. Really cool. Okay. And then I'm going to make, I guess I'll do a purple. This eyebrow. I'm going to make an ear this way. And an ear this way. You have to make sure that the purple is not like a red purple. So the other one that I made, this one, is kind of like a girl. I'm going to make this one a little bit like a guy. It's okay to get out of the paper. Okay, so there's my guy. So I'm going to make a neck. So remember, look how big this face is. This is taking almost the whole paper, so that's what I want you guys to do too. Okay, so there it is. After you have your drawing like you want it with your pencil, then you're going to trace everything you have drawn. You're going to trace it with a black marker or Sharpie. Blue, light blue with the purple. Oh, I forgot to make nostril here. Using purple again to blend. Okay, now I'm going to use the black Okay, so that is what you do after you did it. If you have some pencil that you didn't quite go over it, you can always erase it. You don't, it's not a big deal because the oil pastels will probably cover it, but just in case, I like to erase it. So now, after this is when we color it. I'm just going to continue this one since it does take a while to color it. So I already started this one. As you can see, the face is orange and red. It has orange, reds, and it has some yellows because those are warm colors. And then to make it contrast, I'm making this side of the hair with cool colors. And then also to make a contrast, I made the iris as a cool color to make a contrast with the orange, with the warm colors that are in the face. Now, contrast is one of the elements of design, and contrast is very, very important in art, which is when something, there's something that's completely opposite that stands out. Now I'm going to color this part. I already started coloring this, and I tried to cover my little white spots as much as possible, but because I am probably going to use layers of different colors, I don't worry about that too much at the beginning. Later, when I add more colors onto it to make richer colors, they will get covered up, or, you know, mostly. This is a dark green. And I'm going to take a light green and go over it. And get some white. This is just way too dark. See how I'm just layering it to make different effects? I love using white over colors. It just makes it pop out. And I leave the edges darker. That's called value, one of the seven elements of art. I'm going to continue with the blue. I'm going to make something like this too. I'm going to use this darker blue for the edges. I'm going to use the same green for the eyebrow. So when you layer, what it does is that it mixes up the color and it eliminates a lot of that white. That white from the paper. This is only for the middle part of it. I did not put it on the whole thing. So I have a lighter blue to use on this side. So I have a lighter blue to use on this side. You have to be very patient with oil pastels if you want to create really cool effects. So right now you see that there, you can see that it goes dark, light. I want to make a gradation. I want to make that like a smooth transition. So I'm going to get a blue that's between this one and this one. I think this one's a good one. And I'm just going to make this circular movement kind of to mix them up. See how I'm mixing? It's kind of mixing. It's almost like paint. Some white over here for the nostril. some white over here. It has to be red because we're doing a warm color. Some orange. I like that. See, I went from red to orange to yellow. Really cool. Okay. Oh, I need to do this. I guess I'll do a purple because it has to be a cool color. I'm doing the same for the lips. So I'm putting some blue, light blue, with the purple. Just kind of to blend it in. Okay, now I'm going to use the black. A lot of the black markings here have disappeared, so I am going to go over this. As the oil pastels is very covering, so I'm going over some of these lines. When you go over these lines, do not use a marker or Sharpie because you're going to damage them. You have to use oil pastels. I'm not going to go over that because it looks fine. This one is a little bit there. I'm fine with that. So you can do the same thing for all the different parts. As long as you cover the whole paper with color, with your oil pastels, then your project will be completed. I hope you like it. Bye.